Hello, I'm going to give you a role play that you might do with your child in order to help them understand the best way of making friends in a new environment. So you could do this with your child, i.e. you practicing playing one role and they practice playing another, or you could start off by using two toys. Sometimes it's better to use toys so that they can observe and then move on to getting them to practice it themselves. So you might set it up by saying, when you go to a new class or even a new school, there's lots of children that you won't know and you'll want to make friends with them. So I'm going to show you, using these two piggies, what might be a really good way of meeting somebody who's new. So let's just imagine that this little piggy is called Jack and this one is called Lucy. And maybe you could even think of yourself as being Jack. So have a look and watch what I do and see how it's Jack could make friends with Lucy. So he might go up to Lucy and say, "Hello, my name's Jack. What's your name?" And hopefully Lucy would say, "My name's Lucy." Now maybe you know somebody called Lucy. That's quite a good thing to say. So you might say, "Oh, my friend's sister's called Lucy too." And Lucy might say something, or she might not say something to that. And then it's a really good thing to ask a question, another question. So you already asked a question about a friend, a name, but you might ask a question about something they like to do. So you could say, "What's your favourite game to play?" Now, Lucy might say something like chase, or she might say playing at the water table, or she might say playing bricks, or Lucy might be a bit quiet. So let's just imagine, Lucy, you said, "What's your favourite game to play?" And Lucy said, "Playing chase." And you might say, "Oh, should we play that later?" So you've had a connection. Those two have had a connection. And that's quite a good way of making friends. So maybe that's something that we could try. What do you think? We could try later on, and you could try asking me the questions and I'll respond back, or I could try asking you questions. So what do you think? That's quite a good way of helping you to make friends. So that's something that you might do with your child, like I say, either using animals or doing it direct with them. But the more that they've practiced, the more that they're kind of, finding that fluency of the language and having an idea in their head of how they might approach another child to develop a friendship, the easier they're going to find it when they're in a new environment.